Hey YouTube. Okay, two things. One, if you're watching this, just a heads up, I'm probably gonna take a break from recording PBE games. I've been starting to feel kind of burnt out, and uh yeah, so I'm still gonna do patch notes, just in case people don't don't see it. So I'll cover them anyways. Other than that, I think that's about it. So let's dive into it. Before I dive into today's patch notes, there's a couple of bug fixes from yesterday because there wasn't an actual patch day. So let's go over it really quick. Diana, one cost. She now properly has spell power as her chosen bonus again. It was HP on accident. So there you go. Diana is chosen is better, or back to how it should have been. Bran, spell tooltip updated to properly explain his targeting, which is now highest current health. Ornn, moving your Ornn to the bench while he's crafting will no longer cause him to fail to craft. I wouldn't recommend selling him while he's crafting though. The artifact orb will now spawn an Ornn and travel to its location. Random and Sanctum can no longer buff allies on the bench. I didn't know this was a bug. What the heck? Wait, isn't Random and Sanctum the one where it like gives armor and MR? What the hell? Okay, that's a thing. Okay, big patch. So the last patch we had was I think Friday. So we got to play without like any balance or any patches for like during the weekend. So hello everyone, thanks to a weekend of testing, we've got lots of useful information and are making the following changes in today's build. Traits: Assassin, crit chance bonus buffed at 4 and 6. So slight buff at 4, really big buff at 6. Yeah, 6 Assassin is like, if you go in on 6 Assassin, that's huge. It will be really strong. Your Akali will hit like an absolute truck. So I want to try 6 Assassin, but I don't know. I feel like it's a lot harder to get 6 Assassin going. Because you have only Diana, Pike, Akali, Talon, and Cat. Oh, I guess. Well, actually still the same. I don't know. It feels a lot harder to pull off 6 Assassin right now, just because of how I'm trying to mess with all the other units. I don't know. I could be wrong. I have been seeing some Akali builds come out, so we'll see. Brawler AD nerfed at 2468. That's fine. I don't think. Okay, so Mordog said this. I kind of agree in that the AD bonus for brawlers didn't really matter that much. It kind of helped Shyvana. That was kind of about it. It kind of helped Kench in early game, honestly. But other than that, the brawler AD bonus wasn't like a huge factor in making brawlers really good. It's just Shyvana is really, really cool and really freaking good. So here we go. Cultists. Galio 6 cultist HP nerf, slight nerf. Galio 86 slight nerf. Cultist 9 now gains 20 armor and MR. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but this is like 6 cultist nerf, which is fine. What's it called? You wouldn't, if you can get a cultist chosen early, you can get 6 cultists relatively early. Like, you can potentially get 6 cultists at level 5. So sure, I haven't seen too many people play cultists. Yeah, I haven't seen too many people play cultists. I haven't really seen anyone run 9 cultists. Honestly, for me, I'm thinking the reason is because people are running Giant Slayer to deal with 8 brawlers. But other than that, it's like, there's only like a couple new units. Sivir and Vlad have been doing really well. People are actually trying to force Vlad carry, which is funny, which is cool. And Sivir carries. Sivir carry is pretty nice. I got a 3-star Sivir the other day and it was really sick. So sure. Duelists. Two duelist buff. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I've been starting to see people run duelists again. I wanted to try a 6 duelist Tryndamere carry to see how that went, but I'm kind of feeling burnt out, so I haven't, tried to do duelists yet. I don't know how much of a difference this makes other than early game, because let's say you have an early Yasuo and Fiora, I guess they'll be doing a little bit more DPS, although they felt okay early. I guess they weren't like the best. You wouldn't want to start with duelists early if you didn't have like a chosen Yasuo or a chosen Fiora. So sure. Dragon Soul, number of souls, or no, I guess number of blessings, 124 to 1v6. Okay, that's huge. I would say that's relatively huge. So at 6 Dragon Soul, 3 units can get blessed, and at 9 Dragon Soul, 6 units can get blessed. So that's half. Yeah, that's like half of the Dragon Souls. At 6, and then like 2/3 of the Dragon Souls at 9. So that's huge. The only weird thing is that it's the first, it's the first unit to get hit, right? I guess at the late game there will be AoE, so units that get hit by AoE will probably get the Dragon Soul buff. So that's cool. I still don't think Dragon Soul's worth it at the moment. It's not bad. People are starting to kind of figure out builds for it. It just doesn't feel too satisfying, so maybe this buff will help, but I don't know. We'll see. I feel like the numbers, either the Dragon Soul units themselves need to be buffed, because Brand and Tristana kept getting nerfed already. Or they need to increase like the spell power / attack speed, maybe. We'll see. Keeper Shield. 2 and 6 Keeper got buffed. Okay, sure. They had to nerf Keeper really badly. Not badly, but like they had to nerf Keeper preemptively because we were losing Riven, but we got back Bakan and Saya. So getting 6 Keeper was really easy. But not that many people are actually running it. I've run it a few times. If you saw one of my if you saw my 6 Keeper Saya carry, I think 6 Keeper is really fun, really cool. But not that many people are probably running it, and probably like they still getting like kind of wrecked. The amount of burst damage is kind of crazy, especially when like you get hit from like an ASO ult or Olaf, Samira. So yeah, that's fine. Slayer, okay. Thank God Slayer nerfs. Slayer, I think, has been like really overtuned. 6 Slayer has been like really strong right now. It was like the best comp, I would say, maybe not by a mile, but it was probably like the best comp to run. You run 6 Slayer, like anything with like Samira, Olaf, Darius, even Zed, like they pop off. It would be insane how much damage and lifesteal they could do. So let's see. 20 to 6. Let's see. So the max amount of the minimum hold on. Bonus damage 20, 60, 40 to 100. Okay, so when they're at full HP, roughly, the bonus damage they deal is a maximum of like 45%. Okay, I don't know. Wait. Hold on. I don't know how to interpret it. When the Slayers are at a certain amount of HP, let's say like above 50%, the max amount of max amount of damage is now 45%, and when when the enemy is at low HP, the max amount is 30 to 75. Okay, I don't know how to explain this correctly without actually showing off the Slayer trait. But basically, they're gonna do a lot less damage and lifesteal. So that's huge. This should put them in a slightly better spot, you know. This should tone them down a lot. So great. Yeah, that's just an overall good nerf. Hopefully they won't still be fully meta. It's still fun, you know. It's still crazy to see insane numbers from, like, you know. It's awesome to see huge numbers from Olaf, Darius, and Samira, but when they're like the best comp in the game, it's a little bit much. Champions. 1 cost. Tahm Kench. Changed an interaction between Tahm Kench and Death's Defiance that made his passive less effective while using the item. Who put Death's Defiance on Tahm Kench? Okay. What the hell? Okay, that's all I can say. Who the hell is putting Death's Defiance on Tahm Kench? But Diana, orb damage got buffed by 10 on all star levels. That's fine. I've been seeing people trying to run Diana carry again. Just funny. It's cool. I don't think she could. She's not bad early, but she falls off a freaking giant tall AF cliff in the late game. 2 costs. Nautilus. 3-star spell damage nerf, and 1 second off the CC duration. Great. I honestly still feel like the spell damage is a little bit overtuned. I think they could maybe go to like 900, and I think it'd be at a good spot. Like, people are 3-starring Nautilus like crazy, and he was one-shotting things. I don't think a 2-star 3 cost should be one. I mean, then again, there's Jarvan. But Nautilus is like a tank, right? I don't think he should be full on be doing absurd amount of damage. So that's a good nerf. I still think they could have went further with like 900, and I think he's still been in a good spot. But okay, it's a step in the right direction. Bakan. Wow, that's a lot of buffs. Plus 1580, plus 10 MR, 10 less total mana, so it takes 1 less auto. Disarm radius further increase. Holy crap, that's some like huge Rakan buffs. Mainly in the mana and disarm. That's huge. I I don't know, cause I think Rakan is in a great spot already. I mean, he did need a very slight buff. Cause it did feel like it was gonna take him a while to ult, but even so, like I feel like his disarm radius is still fairly okay. Now I'm starting to feel. I wonder if his disarm radius will feel like Aurelia, who's a 3 cost. I don't know. We'll see. That's kind of insane. We'll see. Vladimir, armor and MR now at 40. Vladimir will now heal off of damage dealt to shields. Nice. I did not know this did not happen. That might have been why Vladimir felt a little bit bad to play with, to use. Again, I've still been seeing like people force Vladimir curse, which is funny. Shiv, my man. Anyways, 3 costs. Kalista attack speed got buffed to 1.0. Wow. They had to nerf. They had to revert this change a while back because they not bug fix. Like they item fix Kalista so that she works with a lot of items now. So they had to preemptively nerf her attack speed, but now they buffed her. Maybe because no one's running her. She didn't feel that good. I don't know, but cool. Nico. Armor and MR down to 20. 10 more total mana. So 1 more auto. To ult. Spell damage. Slight nerf at 2-star. Slight nerf at 3-star. Fable is still double damage. Okay. Yeah. Good nerfs. People are, what's it called? Nico's really good right now. Nico is really good. She is just so consistent, especially now that they fixed her targeting so that she actually hits clumps of targets instead of randomly throwing out one individual unit. So that's these are good nerfs. She'll probably still be strong. I doubt she won't be strong. But these are good nerfs that she's not like insanely broken with the amount of damage she does. Shyvana, base HP buffed by 100, but they had to decrease her spell HP multiplier down to 40, 45, and 50. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Holy crap, you stack Warmog. You put a single Warmog on Shyvana, she had like 4,000 HP. It was insane how much HP she gained. So I think these are really good nerfs. Or, I don't know, I think it's a nerf. I'm pretty sure it's a nerf. It's a good change. It's probably a nerf. So yeah. So I think she's still really cool and really fun. I doubt this will, take her out of the meta. Sivir, 30 out of 80 to 0 out of 70. This is a nerf. Wait, hold on, I'm trying to think. So before it would take her 5 autos. No, this is no, I'm pretty sure this is a nerf, because what's it called? It takes her, before it would take her what, 5 autos to ult, and then 8. This one is just a flat 7 autos, and then she ults. So it's gonna take her a little while to get her going and to grant attack speed. By that time, also, there's a chance that a lot of your units might have ran away from Sivir, might have moved away, and they may not get the attack speed bonus because it's only within 2 hexes. So yeah, this is, I would say it's a nerf. This will nerf her pretty well, because you can get her going relatively early. So she can like grant the attack speed and herself the AD bonus. So yeah. Vigar, oh yeah, they buffed my boy back a bit. 30 out of 70 to 0 out of 55 mana. Great. So it takes him. Okay, so it's a buff, I'm pretty sure. Even though it would take what, 4 autos? Technically, but you always run blue buff, so it would take like blue buff Hodge, so he would still ult instantly. It would still take 1 auto with blue buff Hodge to get him going, but he can actually get going again. So he can actually potentially be a viable carry again. So cool. Great. Holy Christ. They destroyed my boy for the past like week or so. So it's nice that they brought him back a bit. Forecast, Cho'Gath, mana, huge nerf. Not huge. Well, yeah, I would say huge nerf. It's now 100 out of 180. So it'll still take 8 autos for the first one, but it's gonna take him a while to get off the second cast of his giant AF ult. Cho'Gath was like casting a lot, probably like 2 to 3 times. It kind of felt like old Sejuani, but better. Because it would literally ult the entire freaking, what's it called? If you have Fable, it would ult the entire freaking stage. So I think it's a good nerf. Olaf, cleave damage. Nerf at 3-star. They only nerfed 3. No, I'm sorry. They also slightly nerf cleave damage at 2-star by 5%. But they heavily nerf the cleave damage at 3-star and slightly nerfed his attack speed at 3-star. Kind of interesting. I guess the reason they did this was because if someone hit 3-star Olaf, it wouldn't feel impossible. Because 3-star Olaf would do a ton of damage and would literally be impossible to kill. So I guess that's probably why they did these nerfs. Olaf 2 gets a very slight nerf. I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference. He's still gonna do a crap ton of damage. But Tryndamere. 30 out of 80 to 50 out of 100. It'll still take 5 auto attacks, but it'll take him a little bit longer to get his second ult off. His spell 80 percentage is buffed to 140. Armor and MR are now at 60. Cool. With him trying to be the premier like forecast warlord or like duelist carry, he felt really bad. It didn't feel like he was doing enough damage, or also like just not really getting the ult off. Yeah, really, it was just not getting enough damage. So That's good. Really good. Samira. Nerf that 1 and 2 star. Great. She still fell out of line. Good. Static shift. 1 extra bounce at all star levels. Yeah. Sure. The only champ that was really using Shiv was Tristana. You go like Rageblade, you can go like Rageblade Shiv, Shyvana, not Shyvana, Tristana. The only one, yeah, it was like Rageblade Shiv, Tristana. She did pretty well, but then fell off like a cliff late game. So yeah, we'll see. Eternal Winter. Stacks of this effect can no longer be applied by the same source, dealing multiple instances of damage with the same frame. Tristana's physical and magic damage no longer counts as 2 separate procs. Okay, so I guess this helps. This makes it. I guess this kind of nerfs it, but I think it's more so like kind of like a bug fix, just because like if Tristana's physical magic damage counted as 2, that means like technically 3 auto attacks and she would instantly freeze. It will it'll take 5 auto attacks for it to finally freeze. So this is good. Yeah, this is good. I didn't know this happened. So good. Slow and freeze duration from 2.5 to 2 seconds, and freeze cooldown 5 seconds to 10 seconds. So yeah, this was such a good artifact. The enemy team would just get CC'd, would just CC themselves really fast and like really often. So these are good nerfs. Random and Sanctum nerf bonus armor and MR from 50 to 40, and then mana gain duration buff from 6 to 8 seconds. That's huge. Was mana Zane actually not performing that well? Oh, okay. Sorry for the long video, but huge patch day and just a lot of stuff to cover. So I appreciate you if you watched through the whole video. Thank you so much for watching. I always try to cover these patch note videos on YouTube, just to inform people in case they don't see it / read it. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Take care.